Chad Shannon Strength. Here we go. This is week number 7, lower body number 1. Doing my safety squat to the box. Again, this is my 4x4 week. So the goal was thinking in my head 390 to go up to my working weight, but that was just too heavy this week. I don't know, accumulated some fatigue. So I kind of adjusted accordingly on the fly. And it went to 365 as my top set. So here's just warm-up sets. I did my pyramid warm-up, set of 10, then add a plate, set of 8, add a plate, set of 6, add a plate, set of 4. And that 340 felt heavy, so that's kind of how I knew. I was like, 365 maybe where I need to land to set 390 for the 4x4. And this is the final set of 4, and it was, if you count the last two, I'm in close proximity to the box, we'll say that. Yeah, this was pretty fatiguing this week. I came in pretty tired. Had a few projects at the house, put a window in, and working on a leaking roof. Hey, life happens. Can I come up a little funny there on that rep? Then didn't quite touch it. But hey, my deadlift, I'm probably not going to be that low anyway. So that's what I'm using this for, an accessory for deadlift. Alright, glad that's over with. 4x4 was pretty tough. Not as bad as a 5x5, but alright, then I did my pendulum squats. Just did my typical plate, do a set of 5, add a plate, do a set of 5, up to, theoretically 450. Again, it's hard to really say how much that apparatus weighs and how much leverage it gives you. I mean, somebody with a good knowledge of physics and a tape measure could probably figure something out. Alright, so the contest has a Conan's wheel. I do not have a Conan's wheel. So I said, hey, let's do some Zercher carries. This kind of carries over to today. The front carry kind of works that low back and the legs. And just trying to get comfortable with the pain. I'm sure I could probably use elbow sleeves at the contest. Typically you can. So I just did some 30-foot runs. So that's 100 pounds right there. No problem. And just did 100-pound jumps. And it only really got difficult because of the stability issue when it got heavier. It wants to swing. So you have to stay at a real constant speed or it'll start swinging with you. So you have to stay pretty tight and kind of lean back. So hopefully at the contest it'll be a stable apparatus and it won't have to worry about swinging and having to stabilize and just have to deal with the pain, suck it up. And it'd be good to know you don't want to go last on a Conan's wheel. Or what? You don't want to go first on a Conan's wheel because you're setting the mark. If you go after the first whoever, you know what mark to set, what you got to get. And I've always found that to be highly motivating to know kind of what you're aiming for. Instead of just blindly going until you just give out. You can always find an extra gear when you know what you have to get. So this is 300 pounds. Again, I noticed that little swing a little bit, having to stay a little tighter. I even put my belt a little tighter. Alright, here we go. 400 pounds. This would be the contest weight. It said 400 pounds would be the weight of the contest for the Conan's wheel. Alright, just trying to get comfortable with that grip. We're going to get even. Don't be off to one side or the other. So, pick's no problem really. The pick was okay. But I noticed in that swing and it kind of swayed me just a little bit. I was just trying to stay tight and fight through it. I was weeble wobbling a little bit. Alright, that's our Zercher carries done. Alright, just finished off with leg press. Just kind of, like I said, trying to build strength. And for my max deadlifts coming up, I kind of planned to do like a 4x4 with the top weight of this today, but I was pretty fatigued and just did sets of 4 up to 660. Peace out. That's all I got.